What's up, y'all? Welcome back to moebigblue. Week 11, Giants versus the Packers this weekend in MetLife. We're going to talk about it all. Dave's is released. The Mike Kafka era begins. We're getting to the midseason grades. Is this the best move? Also, who are the coaches of the future?
And there was a number of things today. So there was, all three phases. Just going to get the job done, Jordan.
Well, you feel like you have the answer to get this turned around?
Yeah, but it hasn't been. So, it's another tough loss.
Why do you feel that way? Why do you so believe that?
I believe in the guys we have, people in the room, coaches and players. But we lost another tough one, Connor. So, got to start doing it.
So the Daboll era ends abruptly after the Chicago Bears' tumultuous loss in the end of the game. Daboll ends his career as a Giant head coach 20-40-1. He was the head coach of the year in 2022, his first year tender, winning a playoff game against the Minnesota Vikings. Unfortunately, since then, it's been injury after injury, season after season, where tumultuous ends. So we had to depart ways. I don't believe this is the end of Dave's. We'll probably see him again in the NFL. So salute to you, Dave's. Thank you for all you tried to do. Some head coaching candidates for the future to think of. I think for a young gunner, you have to make a phone call. Right now, my young gunner is Marcus Freeman, coach for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I believe he's a great fit and a great leader. Cliff Clinsbury will definitely be a phone call from the Washington Commanders, the offensive coordinator. Flores again one more time. Listen, I know last time it was a little bit of a turbulence there, but this time around, hopefully the slate is clean, and he is a Brooklyn native. He's definitely a coach that you want coaching your defense. Eric Bieniemy definitely put in work with Pat Mahomes to develop his skill talent, put in some work with Daniels last season with the Washington Commanders, and now put in work with Caleb Williams up in Chicago. So maybe he is a proper candidate. I'm also pulling in a call to Mike McCarthy. He's the former head coach for the Green Bay Packers, most recently with the Dallas Cowboys. He's had Aaron Rodgers, he's had Brett Favre, he's had Dak Prescott. So he definitely knows his way around the room, and he has won a Super Bowl. So definitely putting a call in there. And there's one more coach, I believe, who's out there, who's a dark horse for this position.
First now, what would Gruden tell you to do?
Go out of bounds, coach.
And what are you going to do?
Run his ass over.
With your right shoulder.
Yeah, that's not smart.
No, it's not smart. What about this right here? Can we get where?
Out of bounds.
This is insane. You write it down, Evel Knievel. That's who you are. You're going to jump over a freaking canyon out there in Utah. Is that what you're going to do in your off season?
Yeah, can you
This
spell
is insane.
Knievel? How do you spell Knievel?
Shit. Kneviel. Knievel. Evel Knievel. I mean, you did it at USC. You haven't changed. Why haven't you changed?
Yeah, it's definitely something that when I watch back and in those moments, I definitely are like, all right, like that's not smart. It's not a smart hit to take. So that's definitely something I'm gonna, get better at. But in my mind, I'm always trying to be +2 and
Plus what?
+2.
What's that?
Anytime you get hit with contact, I want to fall 2 yards forward.
Yeah, well, that's all great, but not anymore.
Yes, sir.
Definitely one coach who actually X'd him off the list, Bill Belichick. I have great respect and genuine care for the New York Giants organization and both the Mara and Tisch families. The New York Giants played an important role in my life and in my coaching journey. It was a privilege for me to work for the Mara family and be a member of the Coach Parcells staff for over a decade. However, despite circulating rumors, I have not and will not pursue any NFL head coaching vacancies. Since arriving in Chapel Hill, my commitment to the UNC football program has not wavered. We have tremendous support from the university, our alumni, and the entire Carolina community. My focus remains solely on continuing to improve this team, develop our players, and build a program that makes Tar Heel fans proud. We're on to Wake Forest, so Bill Belichick is out. Looking at the mid-grade seasons thus far offensively at quarterback, I'm going to give us a B. Jackson Dart is definitely the quarterback of the future. He has the skill set. He has the intellect. Needs to learn to get down in this league. Cannot go head on with free safeties and corners in this league. That's not how it's going to work in the NFL. Running back, I'm also going to give us a B grade. Between Cam Scatterboo and Tyrone Tracy, both coming back next year healthy, we'll definitely have a decent backfield. Receiver-wise, I gave us a C grade here. Malik Neighbors is out. We know about Wandale Robinson. Definitely stepped it up this season. But after Wandale, you didn't really see any other receivers step it up this year to where a point where you felt they would actually be contributing on a regular basis. Darius Slayton has been battling injuries all season, so not too sure what we do here. Tight end wise, Theo Johnson has been a little bit inconsistent. Daniel Bellinger and Chris Manhertz, I don't know where they've been all season. I think Daniel Bellinger has gone away. Again, we need help here. Offensive line wise, this has been the one bright spot all year. In 10 years, we have yet to fix the offensive line, except this past season. For whatever reason, the offensive line has actually played pretty well and pretty consistent. So hopefully that stays with us into next season. Some defensive grades on the D-line. I gave us a C- right now, only because Brian Burns has 11 sacks and he's one of the league leaders in sacks this season. Outside of that, the D-line has underperformed tremendously. This was supposed to be an A grade easy. This is supposed to be the strength of our defense, and we have looked terrible along the defensive line. Linebacker-wise, Bobby Okereke leads the team in tackles. Michael McFadden dropped earlier this year, and he's been out for the year thus far. Abdul Carter has struggled earlier part in his rookie season. If you look at the pressures, Abdul Carter is actually one of the better pass rushers in the league. Secondary-wise, I gave us a C- here. We still need another cornerback. Deontay Banks, unfortunately, has not been the answer. Cardell Flott has stepped it up this season. Looking forward to see what we do with him next year. Do we bring him back? I don't know. Paulson Adebo and Javon Holland to the back end. So long as they're healthy, we're good to go. If you're looking at our schedule for the rest of the year, right now we're a 2-9 football team. This puts us in the 4th order in the draft. If the draft was to start today, we'd be picking 4th. All right, so if you look at the rest of the schedule, it does not get any easier. Jackson Dart, in my opinion, should sit for the rest of the year. Let Jameis Winston play. Let Russell Wilson play. Get these guys on film. Maybe we can even keep one of these guys, or maybe we flip one of these guys for something else in the future. For the Green Bay Packers, they come in 5-3-1, playing a little bit inconsistent of late. They've lost their last 2 games. Matt LaFleur is the head coach. He comes in with a 39-10 overall record. This team is pacing themselves to try to be playoff bound and to keep pace with the rest of the NFC North. They're led by Jordan Love, over 2,200 yards passing this season, almost over 500 yards rushing this season as well, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and 5 rushing touchdowns on the year thus far. His key offensive weapon is Josh Jacobs, the running back, number 8. He's one of the better running backs in the NFL. He has been that way since he entered the league. We need to stop the run this weekend if we have any shot of beating Green Bay on Sunday. Key defensive players to watch, we already know. Michael Parsons, number 1. We know his days from the Dallas Cowboys. Quay Walker is the other linebacker that we need to look out for. He runs sideline to sideline and can rush the passer as well. And on the back end, a familiar face, Mr. Xavier McKinney. As far as injuries, Green Bay doesn't have too many injuries that actually is going to really affect them this Sunday. The Giants, however, are littered with injuries. Okay, Jackson Dart is out. That means Jameis Winston is in. Kayvon Thibodeau is out. Darius Slayton is out. And Chauncey Golston also out. So with Jackson Dart out this weekend, it's the next man up mentality. Jameis Winston is going to get his first start of the season. At the very, very least, Jameis will definitely make Sunday interesting. My game prediction, a high-scoring affair. Both teams are coming off tough losses last weekend. This might be an opening up game where both offenses may be able to pull up some points. This is going to be a tough game for the Giants to bounce back on after firing of Coach Daboll. Number 1, we definitely have to pressure Jordan Love. We have to get in his face and stay in his face consistently. Number 2, we got to stop the run. We got to slow down Josh Jacobs as best as we can. We have to run the football, whether that be between Tyrone Tracy, Devin Singletary. We have to run the football with some consistency. And of course, no turnovers. Jameis is known to turn the ball over when he gets into the game. He just has so much belief in his ability. Sometimes he tries to put the ball in all places where it can't go. His Whites, for the last time this season, does some luck as opposed to last week. But my final prediction is going to be a 28-24 Big Blue win. All right, you guys, that does it for my preview. I'll see you guys for the quick reaction after the game. Peace.